Hello friends, welcome to the Careers in Consulting channel. In today's video, I will provide you some practical tips which will help you in communicating effectively with your boss. This will be another really important video. So please do like it and do subscribe to the channel. So let's start. So the first tip would be always talk in English with your boss. So when you talk in Hindi or another regional language with your boss, naturally you become a bit informal in your communication and you get that sense of comfort. You get into your comfort zone when you are talking in a regional language, or if you are talking in Hindi. So you would say things like अरे सर बहुत ट्रैफिक था सर इसलिए लेट हो गया सर, अरे सर क्यों सर. So you start talking like this. On the other hand, when you talk in English only with your boss, you talk in a very professional manner, you talk in a very formal tone, and this gives the sense of professionalism to your boss as well and helps you build a strong impression in front of your boss. So please talk in English always with your boss. Second tip, try to talk less about your personal life with your boss. So your boss will ask you some questions about your personal life, but try to talk as less as you can about your personal life, because you have to realize that your boss is not your friend. Your boss is a representative of your employer. So you have to be very formal with your boss and try to not talk about your personal life. You have nothing to gain if you are talking about your personal life with your boss. So do make a note of this point as well. Point number 3, always block the time of your boss in the calendar application. So in most of the organizations, there is an application like Outlook or some other tool where you will have the calendar functionality, and there you can go and view the calendar of your boss, and you can look for a free time slot and you can book that time for the discussion with your boss. So always follow this strategy when you are looking for a meeting with your boss, because if you suddenly reach out to your boss and ask him or her for a meeting, he or she may be busy in multiple other tasks, and then that person, your boss, will not be able to concentrate on your questions, on your concerns. So always look for a free time in the calendar of your boss. That was tip number 3. Number 4, now have a clear agenda for the discussions with your boss. So previously, in the previous point, we discussed that you need to schedule a meeting with your boss. Now when you are sending that meeting invite on, let's say, Outlook, also send the agenda that in this meeting we will discuss point number 1. This is point number 1, point number 2, point number 3. So that your boss will already have the idea that what are your concerns, what are your questions, what is the agenda of this meeting with you. And your boss can come prepared as well with the answers to those questions or queries or concerns. Because if you suddenly in the meeting only ask your boss some questions, so your boss will be coming in cold and may not have the answers to those queries. So always send the agenda beforehand to your boss. That will help you effectively conduct that meeting. And tip number 5 would be document all these discussions on email. So now you have completed the discussion. After the discussion, send an email to your boss documenting whatever you discussed. And I am not saying that you have to write long emails, long essays on the email. You can be very concise. You can write very short emails that, okay, these are the things we discussed, point number 1, 2, 3, and these are the next steps, point number 1, point number 2. And the first next step has to be done by me. The second next step has to be done by the boss, so that you and your boss will have the complete clarity that these are the pointers we discussed and these are the next steps, these are the action items. And when you bring this kind of a clarity to your boss, you are bringing a lot of value to your boss as well. So this will really help you in creating a good impression in the eyes of your boss, and will also help in reducing any kind of ambiguity, any kind of uncertainty that you are saying that, sir or ma'am, we discussed these couple of things, your boss is saying something else. So once you have documented everything on email, there will be no such uncertainty over what you discussed in the meeting. So do make a note of this point as well. And point number 6 is always have a solution mindset when you are having a discussion with your boss. So in your corporate life on a daily basis, you will face a lot of problems or challenges, and not only client problems, you may face some internal problems as well. And that is part and parcel of corporate life. And in fact, your job is to bring solutions to these problems or issues or challenges. So when you are discussing with your boss, do not focus too much on the problem, that why are we having so many problems or issues every day. Focus on the solution. Try to offer solutions and try to contribute to the solutions. And this will again help you in making a good strong case for yourself in the eyes of your boss. That was point number 6. Point number 7, something which you should not do when you are communicating with your boss is, do not talk foul about your colleagues. So please realize that when you talk bad about your colleagues, it tells your boss that you are not a good team player. Right? So never talk foul, never talk bad, or never gossip about your colleagues in front of your boss. This will give your boss the impression that you are not a good team player. You shall not be considered for team leader roles as well. And again, if you are facing issues due to any of your colleagues, have a solution mindset. As we discussed in the previous pointer, have a solution mindset that, sir or ma'am, let's say Rahul is one of your colleagues who is not performing up to expectations. So sir, ma'am, Rahul is not performing up to expectations and the output of the team is going down due to that. So how can we bring Rahul up to speed? How can we help him come up to speed and also perform at the level on which he is expected to perform? So like this, you have to think about solutions to this problem. When Rahul, your colleague, is not performing up to expectations, how you can train him, how you can help him also deliver to expectations. This is how you have to talk with your boss, and this will give your boss the idea that you are not just gossiping about a colleague who is not performing up to expectations. You are trying to look for solutions, and your boss will think that, oh, you are a good candidate for a team lead position as well. You can think of the betterment of other people, so you are a good candidate for team leader. Right, so these were some very practical tips I wanted to share with you about communicating effectively with your boss. And if you will implement these solutions, these techniques, these tips, you will see the results and benefits from day one. I can guarantee you that. So I hope you liked the content in this video. Do like it and do subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you in the next one.